this is Kim from KimberlyKoehler.com. You'll find the link below the video to go to my website. Today I wanted to share with you 4 ideas to hide journaling in an art journal page. You may want to hide journaling in an art journal page if it's an art journal you like to share, but you have some journaling you don't want people to necessarily read. For me, I tend to just write and not worry about it, and then I just simply don't share those pages. But maybe you have your art journal out in a place where people come over and look at it or something like that. You might want to do this. Or perhaps it's just something you don't yourself want to see again. You just don't want to read it again. You just want to get it out and let it go. So today I have 4 different ideas to accomplish this. So the first one is pretty simple, and it involves hiding your journaling in envelopes or pockets. So this is my mini binder art journal. So I've shared some of the pages in this, and I'll be sharing more too. I still haven't done the cover yet, so it has a little spot I can slide it in, and it's fun because you can add whatever pages you want, different sizes. I have these different things in here. Sometimes I make pages ahead, like backgrounds like these, and I'll get to them when I get to them, when I'm inspired to. And then I also have some just plain paper, so it's in here. So when I'm ready to work, I can just get to work. So the first idea, I'm just going to flip back here and show you. This is a little tiny page I made. This is just a library card holder. I added it to like a small piece of paper so it would I could attach it easier. But it has this little library card in it that's super cute. And you could write your journaling in there, tuck it away, and nobody would see it. I have some examples in this, which is my art journal from a couple years ago. And I love this art journal. I should get another one. The pages are square and it's just a lot of fun. But this little kind of file folder, mini file folder, I think it's from Seven Gypsies. But anyway, they have these little file folders, and you could write in that, and it's there. It's kind of hidden. And then I have another one here. This is just an envelope. Oh, I think it opens on the side here. And you could use your envelope and just tuck away your journaling inside the envelope. This is an old envelope. You could use a new envelope as well. It's just another example of another one of those file folders. I have my dreams in there, and I just wrote that in there, and then you can close it back up again. Alright, so there's a few examples of just hiding journaling in, inside of an envelope or some sort of pocket that you could create yourself. I don't know that I've ever really shared this art journal except for like pages here and there. If you want to see a flip through, let me know. I'll do one. Alright, so the next idea that I have is to simply write and then collage over it. So this is actually a prompt in my free inspired mini course. The mini course is just kind of a little taste of the full e-course I provide. So I'm going to show you that art journal, that page. In this page, and you will not see any of my journaling because it's underneath the collage. So I simply wrote it all out, what I wanted to write, and then I just collaged over it. So I was strategic in placing the pictures where I wrote, so you won't see any of the writing. I can kind of see a little bit here coming out, one of my letters, but so I assure you it's in there, you just can't quite see it. And so that's another idea. You want to get everything out, in writing that you want, and then just pick some pictures and put over it. So it's a combination of This is from a magazine, and then some scrapbook supplies, a feather, a stamp, just like things I had around that went with the journaling, but I just wanted to kind of cover that up and let go of whatever was underneath here. Third idea I have is you simply write out what you want to write and just write over it. So when you're actually doing this, you may just start writing and go through, and then just start back up at the top and write over it again. So I have this here. You simply just write over it. So now you see it. Now you don't. And that's exactly what I wrote over. And you can't read it anymore. Now, I guess if you had like some sort of expert, they would be able to read it. But for the purposes, most purposes, this is plenty. So you'd probably write more than just that. You'd probably have a full page. The way I would envision this is that you're just writing your heart out, just, you know, free form writing, whatever you need to write out. You get to the bottom and you just start at the top again, write right over it again. You could also just simply scribble it out, you know, go simple. Like X's. I had a friend who used to just do little circles whenever they had to scribble something out, and it kind of looks cuter, but you also can't read what's underneath. Just like little bubbles. So that is the third idea. Okay, so the final idea I have for you for hiding your journaling on an art journal page is to simply paint over it. So I'm going to use acrylic paint. I have tried this with watercolors. Typically you can't paint over writing with watercolors. I mean, you can paint over it, it doesn't hide it. Acrylics are thicker and it will work better. So I'm just using these inexpensive acrylics from Target. They have some really pretty colors like this teal. And I'm just going to get some paint on my brush and just paint over it. And you kind of, if I had used a Sharpie to write what I wrote there and here, so you got to do a nice thick coat if you're using a dark color, dark marker like I did. If you use something lighter, you wouldn't need as thick of a coat. So those are the 4 ideas for hidden journaling in your art journal. So they are hide your journaling in pockets or envelopes, write it out, and then collage over it. You could also just simply add a picture over it. Just know what size your picture is. Put your journaling in that size. Plop your picture right on top of it. You could write and then overwrite, so people will know that you've written there, but they won't be able to read it. And then finally, you could use acrylic paint to paint over your journaling. So I hope that's helpful and that you'll find some use for that in your art journal. My main purpose for my art journals is to express myself and kind of heal and get my emotions out. So sometimes that means I don't want other people to see that, and sometimes that means I don't want to have to see it again. So this is a way you can accomplish that and express yourself but not have to see it again. So if you'd like more on art journaling and also jewelry making and how we go from taking a creative prompt, then making an art journal page and pulling inspiration from that art journal page to kind of come up with your own jewelry design ideas, then I invite you to check out my free inspired mini course. It's free, it's got 5 parts, and it gives you a taste of my full inspired e-course, which is one of my favorite courses that I teach, and people have gotten so much clarity and had so much fun with it. So I'll post a link below the video and you can check it out and get signed up. Have a great day.